What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Molly and I'm back again. And I'm so happy right now, guys. I was going through my Funimation app and I seen something that just made my night. I seen Kingdom Season 3 Episode 5. Last time we talked about Kingdom was literally almost 8-9 months ago. Maybe before the pandemic or maybe in the middle of the pandemic. It was so long ago. And man, if you guys checked out that last video, I expressed how much I like Kingdom. So episode 5 started off with the Coalition Army. The 5 armies that teamed up together was Chu, Wei, Yan, Han, and Zhao. Now, I want to let you guys know early, I'm horrible at pronouncing these names. I'm going to do my best. Let's get back into it. So, this coalition army of these 5 great kingdoms, they all attack Quinn, because Quinn is the kingdom that wants to unify the whole continent of Asia, China. They want to unify the whole kingdom, and the biggest threat to the world right now is Quinn, because in the past, the great-grandfather of the current king right now, his great-grandfather did that. He unified the whole country. So they want to stop that from happening again. And so while doing that, Quinn, they assembled the greatest generals that they have listed in the military right now. And I'm talking about they introduced some heavy hitters. Some generals that we've seen before and some generals that we haven't seen. But some generals that are going to be a bigger, important role to the future of this show. And right now, the battle kind of taking off from Hodge Pass, where the Duke, he was the last army to literally just charge straight ahead into battle. If you guys don't know about Duke, the Duke, he's one of the craziest generals, probably one of the oldest generals on the Quinn side. But he charged straight in head first because that's what the Duke do. And Shin from the Haitian force, he followed right behind him, going straight into battle also. And they're a perfect team because they work so well together. And they were attacking the Zhao commander. But guys, let's continue on from where we're at right now, starting with episode 5. That's where we get into this video at. So right now at Hangu Pass, I believe I said that right. So right now at Hangu Pass, the Wei army is being led by Wu Fengming. He's the general of the Wei army. And right now he's leading his army, and he introduced these ginormous, massive structures that are what he called siege towers. Now he has siege ladders, but they weren't tall enough. And he brought in this massive ladder, and when his ladder pulls up to the wall, it wasn't tall enough. And then this guy just smiles like, yo, I think that's it. You know, he sets it up so where another ladder opens up from the top of the siege tower and then latches on to the top of the wall. And right now, the Wei army, they begin to raid the wall. And as they're raiding the wall, they're fighting the Quinn army. And this has never happened ever in the history in the Quinn army. No one has ever breached the walls, climbed the walls, got past the walls. Like, they just has never done. So this is impossible. So for someone like Wu, he did the impossible. A tower big enough, large enough, and strong enough to get onto the wall and put his military soldiers over the wall to attack the military soldiers of the Quinn army. And as it's happening, you see one of the older generals. I can't remember his name right now, but I know he's a general or the head person to one of my favorite generals, Kan Ki, and he's like the bandit leader of like his military. He has nothing but like bandits and mercenaries and like pirates and stuff like that on his crew. And I actually like his crew the most because this guy is just like super cool. He's like a character like straight out of Disney, like Mulan, like how the bad guy was. He kind of reminds me of him a little bit. So as they raid the army, he actually is like, yo, I can't believe the old guy, he's literally just like let these guys jump onto the wall. And the reason why General Wu, he wants revenge on the Quinn army so bad, because a couple years ago, during I think season 1, they went into Quinn and they actually got defeated. So a couple years ago, the Wei general by the name of Wu Quinn, he was killed by the Duke. The Duke murdered that boy. Like, he straight smashed that boy in the middle of a war. And after that, Kan Ki, he actually wound up stealing one of like the strongest stronghold buildings, and I think it was called Shenyang. And Fu, he wants payback. Like, he wants pure revenge. He wants revenge on Quinn for what they did. They took one of our greatest cities, and they killed our great general, our last great general. So I want big revenge. Like, I want revenge. But the thing is, with Kan, this guy's like, yo, like, he's so smart and it's insane. Because as they have the first ladder, Wu, he brings in the second tower, and the tower goes over to where Kanki is at with his military soldiers, and they try to get onto the wall, and he's like, yo, hold up, wait. He pops up out of nowhere, and he starts to get, like, him and his soldiers, they get these oil barrels, and they start throwing them onto the tower, the siege tower, and he gets the arrow, the flaming arrow, and he shoots it down at the siege tower and burns it up. And everybody's looking like, yo, how did he get all this oil? Where did he get all this oil from? And now, guys, remember, he's a thief. He's a bandit. His whole army are mercenaries, bandits, killers, thugs. That's what they do. They don't care. So he stole all this oil from the Quinn storages. And now the other generals are like, bro, why would you steal from your own kind? And as he burns down the siege tower, Wu, he's pissed. He's like, yo, like, he didn't see it coming. So seeing that he burnt down his siege tower with no pressure is very surprising, because it really made him mad. And that's when Fu, he finds out, as he's looking at Ken standing with the bow and arrow, he thinks to himself like, who is this guy? And one of his lieutenants tells him like, yo, he's the one that took our city. Not only did he take our city, he's the one that killed General Bai at Shenyang. And that just pisses off Fu even more, because like I said, he wants revenge on them so bad that every time he turns around, he finds out that there's someone else out there that just ripping off Wei. And then I believe to the left side of the battlefield, you have, on the opposite side, you have Quinn versus the Chu army. Now the Chu army, these guys are over 150,000 men strong. They built of 3 armies, and the Quinn army is built of 2 armies, which is built up of 90,000 men. The duo that's over on the Quinn side is Ming Wu and Ting, and they're kind of like a opposite duo, you know, and not really a team that will actually be working together. But the first 50,000 soldier army is led by the first commanders, and first commander of Zai Yi and Bai Yi, or Bai Li. Guys, again, I'm very horrible with these names, so just, you know, just chill them. So as the first commander, Zai Yi and Bai Li, as they make their way, attacking the Quinn army, you see Ming Tian. Now, I think I said that right again. Tian, he's the son of General Ming Wu. Now, Ming Wu is one of the top generals in the whole Quinn military. Now, Tian, he's the son of him, and he's the leader of the Lu Hao Force or something like that. And this kid, he's a really good tactician. He's super smart. He's a good strategist, and we're actually going to see in this episode how smart of a strategist he is. And as the season progresses, we're going to see how good he get. And this guy, he's very smart. To be his age, he's very smart. And obviously, look who his father is. His father's one of the great generals right now. So it really makes sense on why he'll be so smart. And at the time, we get like a little quick flashback. And, you know, at first he's trying to figure out what his dad's going to do. Like, what's his plan? And as he's trying to think of his plan, you see that one of the military soldiers, one of the lieutenants, you know, they jump straight out and they go straight for the Chu army. And that's when we get like a little quick flashback of Tian when he goes to talk to his father. And in that little conversation, that's kind of like where we also again see how smart Tian, how smart he really is. Because as he's talking to his father, you know, he kind of hint at him like, yo, listen, we only have 90,000 soldiers. I have 150,000 soldiers. We can't just attack them straight on, because if we do, they're going to just wash us with no pressure. And his father, he kind of like gets mad. You see him ball his fists up, and he's like, yo, I know that. Like, he know, if that was me, I'm like, yo, I'm not no idiot, son. I've been doing this for so long, okay? You are rookie to this. But he can't get mad at his son, because it shows that his son is smart, and his son, he's able to understand the difference of what's going on. And Tian, he kind of changed the conversation before his dad got mad, and he tells his dad like, you know what, good luck on the war, don't worry about it. But his father, Ming Wu, he's like, hold on, son, let me tell you something. The Chu army are 150,000 strong, but they're into 3 different military armies, and all 3 are worth 50,000 soldiers. And that's when Ming Wu, he tells his son, listen, I'm not trying to destroy their army. I don't want to take them head on. But the thing is, what I'm trying to do and what I want to do, my only goal is to attack their commanding general. If I take out their head general, then we can end this war fast. So that's when Tian, he sees and notices what his dad is doing again. He's attacking the front to pull out the first army and the second army so he can swoop around behind and challenge the third army where the commanding general is at. And it's a very smart plan. And Tian, he's like, you know what? this makes a lot of sense. And then when the flashback, it kind of gets out of that. And Tien, he follows in behind the other lieutenant or the other commander, and they both just head straight into battle. Tien, as he's on the battlefield with his squad, they're, you know, on their horses, runs into the first commander of the Chi army. So he goes straight for Tien, and he tried to cut his head off, but he completely missed. And he's like, he really don't understand how he missed that slice, because he thought he got him. And as he's looking, you know, Tien, he continues to fight without even paying him any attention. So that makes him even more mad, because you guys are going to find out that Yi, he's a very, very hothead. And he's a major hothead, but he's a great fighter. So as he goes at Tien, they start to go, you know, into a little small duel. And that's when Yi, he realized, you know what? This kid isn't a pushover. So what Yi does is, since he realized he's not a pushover, he prepares to switch to his favorite sword. And as the soldiers are around him, they start to realize, like, yo, that's basically his treasure sword. If he takes you serious, he pulls out this real sword, or this sword that he likes to kill people with, that he think or he acknowledge of their skills. He switched to his second sword. Both of them get distracted by another squad basically running straight head into the main camp. And as Yi, he looks back, you see that he gets distracted, and this man Tien, he's completely gone. Like, he just took off. Like, he's nowhere to be go. And so the other lieutenant, he's basically charging towards the second group. You know, he's trying to get back to the third group, to the third army, obviously. But in order to get past the first army, you have to go into that boy, Lord Li Wu. And Lord Lin Wu, I'm talking about this dude big. Like, this man is like a mountain, okay? I'm talking about, like, this dude big, okay? If you want to get to the second army and the third army, you got to take out this dude. And Lord Lin Wu, I know for a fact he ain't no pushover. And you guys are going to see real fast that this dude no pushover. And he just sitting there all calm. Lieutenant Lu, as him and his squad is heading straight towards the enemy camp, run into Lord Lin Wu. And again, he ain't no little dude. This dude big. He's willingly wanting to take on Lin Wu Wei. I believe that is the general from the Quinn side. And they get into like a little tussle real quick. You know, nothing major, but they get into like a little duel back and forth. And as Lu is fighting Lord Lin Wu, this man Li Fang come out of nowhere. And Lin Fang, he's basically trying to take, you know, the trophy for himself. I'm a Wu Wei and Fang kind of like on the opposite side, because they don't want to team up, but they need to team up. And he's like, yo, it doesn't matter if we team up or don't team up. Like, you know, it really doesn't matter, because this is war. And it's right. This is war. There's no fair games. There's no love in war. So Fang, he jumps straight in, and he goes straight at Lord Lin Wu. And this man gets scoped. I'm talking about this man gets scoped straight in the head. The arrow just sticking out this man's head. Yo, I don't know where he got scoped from, but that boy got scoped. That boy, his body dropped so hard to that ground. And Lu Wu Wei, he's looking like, where he got hit from? And you notice and you see that it's Bai Li, one of the first commanders. And this dude is far off in the distance. This dude is far. And that's when Lord Lin Wu, he tells Bai, he goes, yo, chill out, bro. Stop butting in my battle. This is my fight, and I'm going to take this man out. But the thing is, Bai Li, he's actually smart. You know, he's thinking rational. I can't let them get past the first army. You know, so the further they get into the camp, I have to start scoping more heads off. And even though he's a general of this army, you know, Bai Li, he has the right to, you know, to kind of like still do his own thing, because he's a commander of his own squad. And that kind of like put them at like a disadvantage right now, because like I said, this man Bai Li, he's a scope meister, bro. And right there you see Tien. He makes a smart, quick decision. He realized, yo, we gotta take out this sniper, because if we don't take out this sniper, he's gonna be very deadly to the future. This man is scoping people from a distance. If we don't take him out, he could take out a potential whole army. And if we don't take him out now, just think about the future. Think about the next battles that we're going to have to take. So he make a quick decision, and he goes at him. And that's when Tien, he sends out his heavy cavalry with the heavy shields and heavy armor to block the arrows of Bai Li. They do get past, and they do kind of break the camp. But as they break the camp, they stop Tien soldiers. And Bai Li, he's staring and he's looking, getting ready to shoot another arrow. And I don't know if this man mean Tien, if he Batman or what, but this dude just keep popping up. I told y'all he a smart tactician, he's a smart strategist, and he's also a good soldier. And he pops up, and as he pops up, he goes to cut this man Bai Li head off, and as he's trying to cut Bai Li head off, Zhang Yi pops up and he saves his boy Bai Li. And he's like, dude, I just saved you for the 100th time. And then Bai Li's like, hold on, bro, hold on, wait. I saved you already about how many times? 200 times? So they're kind of going back and forth, talking about, yo, you're my right-hand man. He goes, yo, who said I'm your right-hand man? Maybe you my right-hand man. So Bai Li's telling, he's telling Yi like, yo, stop playing around with this man, kill him or I'ma kill him. So he pulls out his arrow, and this man, Yi, he's getting ready to go at him too. And as both of them kind of like make their decision to kill him, one of the newest and one of the youngest and smartest soldiers pop up. We talking about the emo kid himself. We talking about you. The spear master shows up and he jumps in to save my boy, your new favorite, Ming Tian. Now with both of them popping up, it kind of evils at the battle because you got 2-on-2, two first commanders versus 2 squad leaders that are literally first commander level 2. So you and Tian versus Bai Li and Zhang Yi. So both of them are gonna go most likely 2-on-2. Now guys, I've been waiting for this for so long. It's been a while. I love Kingdom. I love the manga. If you guys enjoyed this video, let me know. I will do another review for episode 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 until how long they go. Drop a like, drop a comment, always, and never forget to subscribe to the channel. Guys, if you guys want more reviews, let me know and I will continue to drop them. And with that being said, guys, I bid you a goodbye.